Welcome, everybody. I think today we might actually. Good thing is we only had a minor hitch before the show, not after the show started for once. How are you, Eggy?
I'm good. Yourself?
Good, mate. Good.
That's good to hear.
Yeah, hopefully we get some people on board to come and watch us. Unfortunately, I'm not on Twitch today because Twitch decided he'd go boom boom. I have to. Yeah, I forgot that I'd changed the password on it, and I have no idea. I'll have to Google it later and fix it. But it's always something every week. It's one thing that has to go wrong before the show. So it sucks, but it is what it is. Besides that, mate, how's your week been?
Yeah, it's been good. Back at work this week. Well, I was back at work last week, but I had the Monday off.
Mm-hmm.
What else is there? Yeah, so working the weekends and had Sunday off. Bit of bike riding with the girls.
Oh, that would have
Got
been
the,
fun. I would have enjoyed that.
got the little trailer out, and Addie's still able to fit in it. Well, actually, Addie fell asleep early on Monday night, so me and Addie went for a bike ride, and I put her in the little trailer.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's only meant for, like, I don't know, little 4-year-olds and that, but she's 8, so she
Mm-hmm.
fits in there. She fit in it. We went around the estate,
Mm-hmm.
and then we come back and picked up her bike and went for another lap around the joint.
Oh, that's all right. At least she has
That
fun,
was
mate.
good.
That's what memories are
Ah,
made
she
of.
does. Yep.
It's what they love about us, isn't it? I had
Yeah.
my son sing me a song because I sing him a song every night, and then it's one I've made up and I've sung to him since he's been a baby.
That's good.
And one day
And cute.
he said to me, Dad, I've never heard anyone sing that song before. And he goes, Did you make that up? I'm like, Yeah. He's like, Nah, you're lying to me. I'm like, I promise you, mate. I made up the song about you. I go, It's only your song. No one else knows this song. I said, Only Dad. And he just looked at me and he was just like fascinated that I'd made up like, a really simple song, but
Yeah.
and I sang it to him, so last night I made one up and said, just those moments when they just say you're awesome and
Yeah.
I love you and you're the best daddy in the world and you just sang this in the same tune as I sing and it's just those moments that you just go, oh man, I wish this could be forever. And you
Yeah.
just know they're going to grow up one day. They're going to be adults like us. But
And just to hopefully do the same thing to their kids.
at least you hope that when they have kids and that they'll go, oh, my dad used to sing me this song, and like your granddad made this song up for me, and I'm going to sing it to you. And so anyway, but enough of that. We'll better get cracking with the show. And so first topic I've got on my list is Windows 11. We did talk about this last week and some of the requirements around it, and it's really interesting. Lots of mixed feedback. I watched Jim Backyardis.
Yep.
He did a marathon 12-hour build, 12 or 13-hour build stream. Well, basically, M-Wave. It was an M-Wave sponsored one, where he upgraded to a 5950X and a motherboard and a X570 Gigabyte Aorus Master Silent board,
Yep.
which is the one I'm like, oh, I'd love to have one of them because I've got the one with the little fan on it, with the chipset fan on it. Anyway, and he said, "Oh, look, I've got to reinstall Windows on it anyway. I'm just going to do 11." And he had massive issues, like trying to get games to work. Like I don't think he got 2042 working in the end, and like he was
Oh.
adamant he didn't want to go back to 10. And I'm just like, because I'd been thinking about it because I'd heard, oh, it's okay, it's not bad, da 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 da. But when I saw him live and I watched him, like I think it was last Saturday, I'm like, not doing it. I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna wait a year, 6 months or a year, just until
All the bugs are ironed out.
they've kind of got it pretty down pat. That it's a pretty like Windows 10 for me on one of like I remember when they said, oh yeah, you can upgrade for free from Windows like 7 or 8 or whatever Vista or whatever to Windows 11. It was a really seamless process. wasn't a difficult process at all. So anyway, I'm gonna have a bit of a crack, but yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not. I'll have a crack at it, but yeah, I think I'll wait a couple of months. But look, it's really interesting. You read some people have had really positive experiences and gone, oh, I noticed no difference. Oh, actually, it's a bit smoother. I really like it. Everything I've seen looks like it's a little bit more Apple-esque, shall we say? And I think, um, you know what? If they can make Windows more intuitive and easier to use, why not? I think
Yeah.
the biggest drama is going to be veteran Windows users struggling with it, like you or me, like enthusiasts being really picky with it. And I don't know. I don't know, man. Like different people have had different experiences. Some people have said on AMD it's crap. Other people have said, oh no, it's crap on everything. Other people have said I've had no problems at all. So, um, look, actually, one of the things I am going to do, which was suggested by a friend of mine, which was actually a really good idea. I'm actually going to install. What I'll do is I'll install Windows 11 and report back on a. I have got a spare 500 gig SSD, so I
Yep.
can do that. So I'm thinking, actually, I forgot that he mentioned that the other day. So I'm thinking I might actually do that and just see how it goes. Just boot up off that and just go, okay, well, how I drive it. And if it's like, shit, that was easy, then bueno, my friend,
Yep.
rock on. Like you don't even have to have an activated version, and just see how we go. And if it runs happy as Larry, well, I'm not going to care.
No.
I'm just going to go, bueno, let's go. I might update earlier than 6 months if I find that it doesn't affect graphics or gaming or whatever. But I'll wait. But yeah, I'll want to have a real red hot crack at it before I decide to do that. And I might try it actually on. That reminds me. Let me just go and have a quick look. See what have I got on here. Yeah, I've got space on this board. I've actually got space to put an NVMe on this board, a bigger NVMe, a 500 gig NVMe, and just boot off that.
Yep.
And see how we go. Off my, and that's what I love. Actually, that was the one thing I was disappointed with, like the ROG Strix, because I've got the X570 ROG Strix Hero in there,
Yep.
in the AMD system, and it's a lovely board. Don't get me wrong, it's pretty high, it's a good board, but I got it for a good price. But like I look at the X570, and it's so much more reach of feature. I'll try that in English. It's much The X570 Master is much more feature rich in that you've got 3 NVMe slots, all of them usable, because it's not like Intel, and the X570S is out. So I'm almost tempted to pull that board out and sell it. And actually, I might ask Rochi if he's interested in it.
Yep.
And just like I'll do him a deal on it. Like I won't, because I think it cost me $500 brand new, and it's literally I reckon 3 months, like 2-3 months old.
Yep.
And if Roach is interested, I'll just like, mate, do you want it for I don't know 300? Because I think they've gone back up. They've gone back up to well over $500 those boards, and then I might just then at least I'll have half that cash to. Now, if we win some other ventures, might use those funds to perhaps potentially go and buy the X570 Master
Yep.
silent, and yeah, because I don't think I think that the current boards that are coming out for AMD I think are going to be the last ones in the AM4 socket.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of talk. Actually, Moore's Law is dead. Did a really good talk about the stuff that people weren't talking about. There was a video that went around about AMD, and they've got one more bullet in the chamber with AM4 chips I don't. We're going to get one more chip after the 5950X,
Yep.
and I think Intel's going to be in trouble. I reckon Intel's going to come out. Everyone's going to go, "Oh my god, Intel's back!" Blah blah blah. And AMD's like just does a mic drop. It's like, "Oh really, bitches? Boom. Here you go. Bang. Here's the chip that kicks your ass anyway." And it's like, shit. But the great thing is, it looks like there's going to be some really healthy competition between Intel and AMD because at the moment there isn't. It's not such a non-contest. Like
Yep.
right now, if you're going to build a PC, you wouldn't even look at AMD, Intel. Sorry, it's not worth it. It's yeah, they're overpriced for what they are.
Yep.
IPC is better. Yeah, this AMD chips better in many ways. Do I not like my 10900K? No, I think it's a great chip. But when you go on a Cinebench score, and for example, one scores 10 grand, the other one scores 18, that's a little bit of a gap.
Yeah.
Just a little, you know?
Almost double.
Yeah, it is almost. And that's overclock. Actually, I think I've got it. I might be wrong. It might be 10 and a half or 11. So, but still, it's significant difference. And
Yep.
that's clocked at 5 gigahertz, whereas the 5950X is clocked at 4.5. I can't push it. For some reason, I think I got that's the silicon lottery. I can't push it any more than that. But I have seen some people all core like 4.6, 4.7. I'm like, shit, clearly you've got a really good um, cooling solution to be able to do that because I can't get it to do it. But speaking of reinvestments and investments and all that sort of thing, we'll segue into the crypto stocks. What's happening in the crypto world, Iggy?
It's had a bit of a dip this week. I think Bitcoin's down to about 75,000 AUD. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Ethereum's just under the $4,900 mark. Shiba Inu's had a bit of a climb. I think it was around 0.00 like 4010. Now I think it's 4x over the last week. I'm not sure what it was that caused it.
Mm-hmm.
Can't remember now. But yeah, there was a bit of news. Cardano's sitting just under $3. I think it was sitting around $3.20 this time last week. So
Okay.
it's sort of up and down a bit. We got the Stingray Dog collected tomorrow night where we do some racing.
Mm-hmm.
I think we got your one, Diablo Rosso. Got some races queued up for him.
Because we ran one, didn't we?
Yep, we ran one. I can't remember what it came now.
Second, I think.
Second, it did. Yes.
So I'm hoping it might be a decent horse.
Yeah. I think we had. I've lined up a few more races for him, so we'll see how that goes.
That'll be good. That will be very interesting to see if his form's good. I hope it is, and we can make some of this. Out of that'd be good because that hopefully that's the name of the game.
Yep.
So, but we'll see how we go.
Just looking at the race night. Where are we? There we are.
Yeah.
Oh, I just got the two lined up, and another both 2,000 meter races, and then I got the golden one. So I'll try and tee up some more tonight and tomorrow.
Sweet. Okay. Fantastic, mate. And
try and knock out those 5 till we decide what we're doing. Till we decide what Z Run's doing. I think we're just going to sit on it for a few weeks.
What's happened to Z Run? Like out of interest, just I know we'll talk about this obviously in tomorrow's show because it's more NFT.
Well,
focused,
I think there's a lot more horses like breeding's come available. I think since August, so August, September, October. So that's three. Maybe it might have come out in July. So I think there's about 4 months of breeding. So it's sort of made the horse population double. And so I think it's making it a bit harder to sell horses. So and the prices, the market's sort of coming down. And I think around Derace as well. Derace is launching, so people are selling out a Z Run to try and get into that as well early. So I think it's a bit up and down at the moment, but we'll
Yeah.
see how we go. I think in the long run, it's a pretty good platform, and maybe if they limit the breeding down a bit more, maybe it might sort of slow it down a bit. But yeah,
Oh, what's that? As in Z Run?
like so down, like the horse population so high, and making it hard to sell horses and that.
Yeah, I think you're right. Look, I think Z Run has a good base.
Yeah,
T Race is yet to be proven, and I think
yeah,
that's the risk people are taking at the moment. Is we don't know what the end game for those guys is, to be honest. And I think we've discussed it at length. I think in last week's show about the potential for this to be some very very nefarious, very dodgy Ponzi type scheme almost.
yep,
So I hope I'm wrong. I hope all the people who've put their hard earned in there get rewarded for it and it's a success and we maybe might be able to come in still early enough to maybe sort of make some money out of that as a
yep,
group, but not but at least be comfortable that we're just not going to throw money at it and then just go,
yeah.
oh my god, what the hell did we just do? We just got absolutely hosed on this. So but yeah, crypto's interesting. I mean, it's a bit all over the shop. Are you still mining?
Yeah, still got the Raven coin miners going. Yeah. Stop mining on the PC because it seemed a bit struggling a bit. So I thought stop it on the PC for now. See how that goes.
Oh,
See if it
okay.
makes any difference. Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
So you're just doing it on the mining rig that you got set up in the
yeah,
garage.
yep, just that.
And how are you finding that? Is that sort of staying steady, that profitability, or is it?
Yeah, it is. It is staying steady. Like it's not mining as many coins. I think a lot of people made the switch over to it as well. Now that the price has sort of gone up a bit, so it was sitting around 8 cents, and now the coin's around 15 cents to sell. So a
Mhm.
few more people would come on over. So we're not getting as many coins, but yeah, we're still just banking our coins until they. I think we're going to sell off half when it hits 20 cents. So I think that'll give us a
Wow, that
yeah.
that's a because that's a decent profit if you think about it. Like
Yep.
if you buy them at 8 and you come out at 20, well,
Yep.
that's decent amount. But I was messaging. I think I messaged Benry the other day in the group chat saying he needs to get onto Joe Rogan
Yeah.
because they had. I don't know if you know who Patrick David Bett is. He does valuetainment, and his interview, like he does some interesting interviewing stuff, but he's very business orientated. He's actually an interesting guy. But I was really shocked when he said, "I really don't understand NFTs or crypto."
Yep.
I'm like, but Joe Rogan, interestingly, suggested he said, "Oh, I got a little bit in crypto," and he goes, "Oh, a little bit, as in a little bit, or a little bit, what everyone would think a little bit, or a little bit compared to what you think is a little bit." Like, in other words, like, is your little bit like, oh, I've got 10 million bucks in it, versus, or Elon Musk level, oh, I've got 30 million bucks in it, or have you got like 5 grand, which, just to dabble in it.
Yep.
But he was explaining to him that he reckoned an NFT of Joe Rogan, if he got behind one, would be worth like 10, 15 million bucks. And Joe's gone, but what's an NFT? And to the guy's credit, he was up front. He said, I really don't know how to explain. And he kind of said, oh, he did a really bad job explaining it. But I think if someone sat down to Joe and said, well, this is what it is, and that's where I reckon Benry's good. Like
Yeah.
Ben's really good at explaining what NFTs are and how you make money out of them and all that sort of stuff. So I'm push you a little bit more tomorrow's show just to go, mate, have a crack. You're the one in the group who's got the charisma and just the absolute zero, bucket full of zero fucks that just you'll
Yep.
go do it. Like you're the guy who would do it, and you're likely the guy to actually be able to get through to him. But he said he's been approached before, going, "Oh, would you back my NFT?" Da da da. He's like, oh, "I'm not interested in that," and da da da. And like I think if someone though could sit him down and go, okay, this is what it's not a scam. What it is part of a blockchain. It's to do with crypto, and this is how it makes money. You own that specific. So if you said we could mint an image of you as a pyramid, just a pyramid with your face on it, and you said there's only going to be 1,000 of these, and people were like, oh my god, they're hilarious. We want one. We want a Joe Rogan pyramid. You know, and all of a sudden, you know, or some art with you in it. Joe might go, oh, okay, I kind of get what, you know. And I think the guy tried to explain to him about how it works like skins in a game and stuff. And I'm like, not really. It's, yeah, like the guy didn't know enough to explain how it's part of the blockchain and all that.
Yep.
And it's your image. And like the guy was saying, oh, you know, you'll be showing people. But interestingly, his producers in NFTs. And he said, oh, yeah, I've got a couple of NFTs. Yeah. Because I know what it is. He goes, I don't know how to explain it. He goes, but I've got NFTs. He goes, yeah, I've got some. And he goes, I think they're going to be worth money. And it's like, I think he was just, I think he's not interested in it because he doesn't understand it. But I think if he understood it and went, oh, shit, I actually could make some dough out of this. And you know what? Yep. It's not going to be through ripping people off because that's just not Joe. Joe's not always right, and I don't always agree with him, but he's a good human being.
Yeah,
is he the core of
it? Is he still got much to do with the UFC or anything like that?
Oh yeah.
They're in with Chili's now, and they've got like their own coin and as well, like their own fan token. So I'm surprised he hasn't seen anything with that. And I think actually Crypto.com has sponsored a few octagons and fights as well. And they're.
That's what I'm saying. Like I think he understands enough about crypto where he's been happy to dabble in it.
Yeah.
Because I think they've just gone, hey, no risk, mate, no risk. Like someone like Joe Rogan would be given an opportunity to do it in a sense of going, you know, Dana White even just going on the side saying, mate, if you lose your money, I've got your back.
Yeah.
You know, don't worry
I wouldn't, because I wouldn't be surprised with them being on Chili's and that they wouldn't have like the NBA top shops have. They got like the NFTs of the basketball moments. I'm surprised they wouldn't have some of the UFC moments coming out.
Yeah, maybe they haven't yet.
Yeah,
maybe they haven't. Maybe that's in the works. You know, but yeah, like he's really interesting. You know, I really enjoy watching Joe Rogan because he's really interesting in that everyone, like both sides of the extreme right or left, hate him. Nobody likes, in the sense of the fringe people, the keyboard warriors, but people who represent those people actually quite like him. They like, that's how he gets them on the show. And you know, they were talking about an interesting one where they go, would you have Donald Trump and Obama on the same show, you know, and getting them to talk? And he goes, nah. And like, it was an interesting discussion about why he didn't think that would work really well, and that it really wouldn't show who Trump really was or Obama really was. So it was, yeah, it was like I said, it's an interesting opportunity. I think, you know, how cool would that be? A couple of Aussie guys sign up Joe Rogan to NFT project. Mate, boom! All of a sudden, you got him on board.
Yeah.
How many other people who are his mates might go? Oh yeah, I can go with those guys. Oh yeah, what's in it for me? You know, plenty of celebrities.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, but now the next one. Moving on. Speaking of celebrities, Twitch celebrities had their earnings leaked earlier this week.
Oh, did they?
Yes, they did. Very big leak. And it was really interesting how low the numbers were.
Yep.
So the numbers showed in the reports what they had earned for the last, I think, 2 years or 3 years. And someone like Tim the Tapman was near the top of the list. And he was only at like, from Twitch themselves, only 2.3 million. And they said what it doesn't include is all their sponsorships, all the any other stuff that they do outside of Twitch, to grow channels and earn income and all that. And I'm like, so that means even those guys at that high end, think about Tim the Tap Man would stream 8 to 10 hours a day,
Yep.
right? And let's say that was, I think it was. Let me have a look. I don't want to just pluck figures out of my butt. Twitch earnings leaderboard. Here we go. Yep, here we go. So XQC was number 2, and from August, from August 2019 to October 2021, right? And it was XQC. I don't know. Do you know who XQC is?
No.
He was really big in Overwatch, and that's the only reason I know him. He's got ADHD, and he can be pretty tough.
XQZ for zebra?
No, C for cat.
Okay.
His name is Felix something, and so that means, right? That's by streamer. So 2019, August 19, August 20. So two years. All right. So that's, let's say, over 24 months.
Yep.
So you go 8, 4, 5, 4, 4, 2, 7 divided by 24. Far out. That's still a lot of money, man.
Yeah.
352,000 a year. Now that's obviously before, you're talking before tax too. So that's what they're physically given, and they've got to pay tax on that money. They've got equipment to run stuff. There's living expenses. They've got to live a life still. So interesting, but yeah, Tim the Tapman was 3.29. There you go. And interestingly enough, right, Dr. Disrespect hasn't been on that platform for a while now. They had paid him up until that point 2.86 until they sort of he was effectively booted off the platform by Twitch. But that story's got some legs still left in it.
Yep.
We just haven't heard it yet. But it'll, and we may never hear it, because of the fact is that if he does a settlement, it'll be I don't know who Critical Role is. Who the hell is that guy?
I don't know either.
Critical Role. About, there we go. Welcome to Critical Role. This is the live home for a bunch of nerdy ass voice actors and all of their debauchery. Wow. I've never watched them, I'll be honest. But they were the highest earners at just shy of 10 million, 9.626. So, and that's according to the Twitch pages.dev/English. I don't know. I mean, the data source is Twitch Leaks. You know what really surprised me, and if this is true, is where was he? Shroud's only making 2 million in that period. So they're only making $1 million a year.
Still, wouldn't that be nice?
You know what though? Think about Shroud, right? What his mixer contract paid out, mate. He doesn't have to work ever again. And people forget, he's like under 30, man, still. He can do whatever he wants.
Yeah.
He can play, do whatever he wants. Who was it? Who's the other one? Dr. Lupo. I don't know whether you know him. He's actually a cool dude. Really
I know. Yeah.
Really good human being. He was only at 1.894. Now, okay, so this is interesting. So Pokimane 1.5 to 8, right? She's making a ton of that, ton of money on the side
Oh yeah.
though. Now, think about it. What were they saying at any one time?
That's just on Twitch. Then you got like Twitter. Then you got
Mm,
Instagram.
yep. Yeah. A lot of them do shorts and video cuts and edits and stuff and put it up on YouTube.
Yep.
So they're making revenue from that. And again, it comes to sponsorship. And I mean, you take a look at these guys, right? And you go, wow, even when you get down to 400, that person made 380,000 in 2 years. Like you're still talking a fair chunk of change. But when you think there's how many people stream?
On Twitch. 10 million, billion. Are we looking at millions or billions?
Okay, no, we're not talking billions. Okay. Da-da-da-da. Global active. Here we go. Statista. Yep. Okay. Yep. 8 million as
And that's just on Twitch?
of August. Yeah, that's just on Twitch. So think about it. Out of that 8 million, right? Just looking here. So let's go. See how far this goes down the list. Okay. Wow. There's actually people who are earning decent money. Like because I'm down to oh wow, I'm gonna get to 2,000 because that's people earning still. What a freaking money. Yep, here we go. So at 2,000, so out of those 8,000, the lowest number is $103,000 a year.
Yep.
So even if you think about like shit, that's still that's still a lot of money. I don't care what anyone says. That's still I mean anything over like the minimum wage. Yeah, I mean that's amazing. I mean I know we've talked about before like going, "Oh, you can't make money out of it, blah 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 blah." But then you look at what Twitch is paying. I mean, let's see once we get to 3,000 where we're going. Okay, so 2,900. Right, 3,000. So the lowest it starts at is 72,000 from 3,000 people. So there's actually more money to be made in Twitch than people make out. Like I know Devin Nash has said, "Oh, there's no money, da da da. YouTube's the big thing, and da da da." But I actually, if this is true, if this is actually true, if this is all bullshit and someone's made all of this up,
Yep.
Which I don't know how you would, because I mean these are like all legitimate channels, and there's people on there and stuff like that. So they're not made up. So what do we? Hold on, we said 8 million, didn't we?
Yep.
Okay. All right. No, the figures are actually starting to make sense now. So out of 8 million, all right, I reckon 66 grand, right? It's about where you'd probably say most people would be like, that's a good wage. Yeah. Like, and I know there's people in America probably earn way less than that and say 66 grand. Do you know what I can do for 66 grand? But so that means that's 3,300. So what did we say? 8.2 million, yeah?
Yep.
So that's 3,300 divided by 8.8 million. 8.2, I think it was. That is 0.04% of the people. So not even 0.1.
Jeez.
0.04% make what we would consider a wage that you could live off. Now, I want people to think this as well, to think about it. So actually, I take it back. Devon Nash makes an excellent point of why do not do Twitch or streaming thinking this is going to be your living. Because if you think about that, that means everyone else is not making enough money for minimum wage, like to probably live off. And now now I understand why Jim went, no, fucking, I've got to get a real job. Like, not a, yeah, a real job. I've got to go back to the corporate world, a company that pays me money to turn up every day and do what I'm paid to do. Not sit there and one of the absolute scariest things, and I think this is what really scared, and that's why I think you're going to start seeing on Twitch a lot of people looking at ways to be different, but being scared. Like once they get big, being scared at what direction they're going.
Yeah.
Because as we saw with Dr. Disrespect, mate, Twitch can just go, so yeah, you're done. You broke that term of service. Because these guys, this is not like working for, I know, I know some people have, some of these guys will be Twitch partners.
Yep.
As in not affiliates. And I don't know, man. From my perspective, I think it's still a very scary prospect to rely on. And I think a lot of actors and stuff like that have discovered this the hard way, to rely purely on your income being based on earning income from entertaining people.
Yeah.
And I don't know whether you've ever watched a guy called Isaac Butterfield. He's colourful.
Yeah. I have actually. It's a funny. Yeah, I watched him on Facebook.
Funny. I mean, he takes the piss, but he does a lot of political, social commentary and stuff. Some of it I agree with, some of it I don't. But undeniably very funny, and undeniably again, like Joe Rogan, just trying to be a good human being on the planet. And he's been open. He said, "Mate, this pandemic's what like." Without you guys watching my YouTube shit and me putting these videos out, I've got nothing to pay the mortgage with because I can't do shows.
Yep.
And a couple of comedians I think have tried to do stand-up shows, or live on like via YouTube and stuff. It doesn't work. You don't have the laughter of the crowd. You've got nothing. You're looking at this camera. And you're going, why did the chicken cross the road? To get to the other side. You don't know whether that joke worked or people are like, Now, you can maybe gauge by, oh shit, I just lost 10,000 viewers in one hit. Or, oh shit, people loved it and I just got a whole bunch of viewers there. But you can't gauge you can't gauge people and what their thoughts are on your material. So, and even Joe Rogan said, no, look, like his podcast is what keeps his money coming. Like that's his income at the moment, and that's why I think Twitch and YouTube and all that have become infinitely more difficult to break through because you got professional, like people that's their job. Like that was their that. It's like going, I'm gonna go now and do MMA at the start. Now the guys who started out in MMA are going to be very different to the guys who fight today.
Yeah.
Because all of a sudden these guys are full time. The guys who started out at MMA would have been part time, would have been a side gig. It started out as bare knuckle fighting, really, ultimate fighting. That's what it was. It wasn't a boxing thing, and it was really exciting because there was bare fisted. Now there's still bare knuckle fighting happening in the world. But the UFC now has developed rules. They're more gentlemanly. You can't kick in the groin. They've got special gloves that try and prevent too many injuries. And at the end of it, you and I can train now for UFC, but if we'd done that 20 years ago, we could have probably done it as a part-time thing. Whereas now, like, there's plenty of people who would do this and sit there and have zero viewers and go, I'm going to stream for 2 years and try and become a popular streamer.
Yep.
Good luck with that.
Yes.
Oh, you're Isaac Butterfield? Oh, no, you're not. Oh, you're Joe Rogan? No, you're not. Oh, okay. Are you Whitney Cummings? No. Oh, Chris D'Elia, Birch? No, none of those comedic guys. Oh, you're not. You're not Tom Cruise? No. Mate, that's some of the people you're up against. Like people who've got massive global followings from their movies or from their comedy or from whatever entertainment profession they're really well known for. Even, like for instance, you used to get, like for instance, you could possibly do sports things, like for footballers. Like we could do an AFL show because we were mad keen AFL fans. Now, like you can get, like, you just click a button and Chris Judd's doing one. Oh, I'm better. Come listen to me. Don't worry about Juddy. Hold on. A guy who was a champion player, played the game. How many games have you played, Dean? Oh, actually, I haven't played since I was fucking 13. Yeah. Back in your lane, mate. Go back and sell some parts at a car dealer. Like that's go be good at what you're good at. And that's I think what those results show is the fact that you're not going to make money.
No.
If that's what you
odds are against you unless you put in the work and you work 18 hours a day and sleep for 6. You're just constantly putting the stuff out there. Going on Facebook's talking to people saying, hey, I do this and hey, I do that. And
even
then, yeah.
Plenty of fucking broke actors, mate. Plenty of actors who, do side gigs all the time because they can't afford to just live off acting.
Yep.
Simple as that. Like plenty of people who are funny as fuck. I put them on a stage, or they don't have the concepts or the ability to do a comedy routine. They're just funny off the fly. But doing stand-up comedy takes a skill. There's an art to it. There's a formula to it. Same thing, I think, with streaming. Like some people are really good at talking, or they might be, really charismatic around mates and stuff. But you put them in front of a camera, and all of a sudden they're boring as batshit. Yeah, they'll put you to sleep. But anyway, enough about Twitch earnings and how you cannot make money out of it if you're an average Joe like the rest of us. Battlefield 2024, mate. You had a bit of a crack at it.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, 2042, I think it is too.
2042. I've got 2024. Yeah. Really?
I think
maybe that's when the bugs are going to be out of it. 2024.
I think there was only Conquest available. That's all I played over the weekend.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
the same rocket map. I'm not sure if did you play it?
Yeah, yep. I had a couple of cracks at it.
Yeah. I think I played about 5 or 6 games across the weekend.
And
yeah, I didn't mind it. Like I played on the TV, like the old TV in the lounge room, with on the PS4. So I was struggling to see it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like it took me a while. Like I was trying to be a sniper, and I was like, I don't even have a scope on this gun. I'm trying to spot people, and it's going to take too long. Mm-hmm. So they're getting like a marksman rifle and going in a bit closer and get some kills to try and get a better gun and that. But yeah, I didn't mind it in that. It reminded me a lot of like Warzone. And the kill when you killed someone, I didn't realize I killed someone until it come up across the bottom. You killed blah blah blah.
Yeah, I didn't mind it because actually it was funny. I got in the first game and I took out like 3 or 4 blokes in a row, and I'm like, hey, I like this game. And then after that I got shit on a
Yeah,
heap of times. And I mean, look, it's I thought it was okay.
yeah,
Look,
I didn't mind it. Yeah,
it was very it did very feel very modern warfare esque. I really like though. So you could be in a building, but you couldn't sit there because if someone figured out you were sniping from there, they just tell their mates who are in a chopper and they come and blow the bloody thing building up.
oh, I didn't even notice
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Environmental damage is massive in Battlefield. It's like one of the key things that they always did. And then I think COD tried to copy it to a degree as well. But like you can blow stuff up, or you can set C4 charges, and it'll like blow the doors off. Or someone launches a rocket launcher at you, it'll blow the door off.
Yeah,
Like it'll blow the like a hole in the side of the wall as well. And look, it's very interestingly. It looked like I didn't get to play Verdansk on beta,
yeah,
but to me, like I remember when I played Cold War, this felt more polished than Cold War. But in saying that, they did say it was a very old build that was in beta, and that it's
yeah.
significantly improved since then. But have you read any more about possible delays? I know last week you were saying that there was possible.
No, I haven't. I haven't yet. No, I just saw it. Someone's YouTube video said it might be, but then the beta come out and it seemed alright. And you haven't really looked into it too much lately.
Yeah,
Been
I think it'll be.
focusing on the spring racing carnival, having a look at that. And
Well, what would you like to share with the class? So what's happening? We've got Stingray Dog Collective. Been doing some NFTs and stuff.
yep,
Um,
yep.
and now branch. You lads have suggested some branching out. And,
Yeah, we're doing this. We started at the start of the punters club for the next 3 weekends. Well, I think it's the next 2 Saturdays and then the Melbourne Cup on the Tuesday.
Yep.
So over the next 3 weeks, just do a bit of punters and see how we go. But I think it varies. So I know some people are into the NBA, some are into the NFL, and some the Benry's into to the weird markets is like betting on Dan Andrew's going to wear his North Face jacket today or not.
Ben really loves that weird stuff, doesn't he?
He does.
Good on him. But I've got a nephew who's the same. I had a nephew who had a parlay bet. I think he'd put on like $10 or something. He was going to come out like 300 grand in front, and all he needed was a Korean soccer team to draw. And I think the last minute a goal got scored and it was not a draw. He missed out on the last leg of the parlay and it was like, oh, he's like, I'm like, he goes, oh man, he goes, I'm heartbroken. He goes, I'm shattered. He goes, I just saw, I think it was 300 grand. I remember it was a shit ton of money. But look, if you get one of those, mate, you just
at least with sports bet, I think if you get up over 3 legs, like say it's 5 legs and it gets to like the 4th leg or something, I think you can cash out. Like you can cash out then and there.
Oh, can you? And just go, I'll take the money that I got in my pocket.
Yeah.
And it's such a and that's the thing, the temptation is, but hold on, if I get the 5th leg, you pay me out a bucket load of money. But they're counting on most people go, I'll take the money I've got in my hand.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's a flip of the coin whether you do or don't. And it also depends how much money's on the line.
Yeah, well, theoretically, you could cash out and then put half of it onto that next outcome, onto that next race, or whatever it is, and that way you sort of putting the safety out, like you're sort of still walking away with something, and then if it does come in, you still get X amount. Yeah. You don't win the 300,000, but you still might walk away with 150,000.
Yeah, because the last one might have been a 100 to 1 roughie that
you
you never thought would get up, and it was just a shits and giggles bet, that you put $50, 20 or 30 or $100 on just for the sake of it.
Yep.
It's, what else have we got? So you gonna buy Battlefield?
I think so. Yeah. Yep.
I'm thinking I might. I'm gonna wait. I am gonna be patient this time because I did that with COD Cold War, thinking
Yep.
this is all right. I actually don't mind it, and then really regret it when I bought it. Like I was like, fuck, and it's just gotten worse. I actually can't even play Warfare anymore because like multiplayer Warfare. I will go in and do some plunder though.
Yep. Yep.
Just to, or what was it, respawn or something, like as long as someone on your team is still alive.
Yeah. I can't remember what it's called now.
Mm.
Oh, fuck. It's like the Alcatraz sort of map. Oh, fuck. I can't remember what it's called now.
Mm. So anyway, I might go and have a exquisite that. Anyway, so guys, that great little segue into our giveaway, which is halfway through the month.
It is halfway through the month.
Yeah, so if you haven't, come and join us on Twitter. Come and follow the ECA Australia and the Flipping Spuds. Is that right?
That's correct. Follow the. I just had it up a second ago. Mm-hmm. Now I've closed it for some reason. But hey, I can just click the link I posted in chat.
Yeah.
Win your choice of either COD, Vanguard, or Battlefield 2042 on the platform of your choice.
Yeah.
To participate, you got to retweet this tweet, and it's in the chat now. Unless you're on YouTube, I haven't posted in the YouTube. Follow and like High PCA or the Flippin' Spuds and tag one friend. Competition ends the 31st of the 10th, and open to Australian residents only, age 15 plus.
Yep. And whoever's the winner gets to choose whether they want it on PC or console.
Yep.
And what console they want it on,
and what game and.
Yeah. Which one? Yeah, you want Battlefield or you want COD Vanguard?
I think the console ones will be hard copies, and then I think the PC one might be the downloaded. Yeah.
Yeah, it would just be a key.
Yeah.
From Steam or something, and
I don't think any computer these days has a CD-ROM drive or.
No, I've got one just in case. I have got
yeah,
one.
I think I've got a few lying around. Well, they're all
from PCs.
Yeah, from PCs.
Oh, so they're internal ones where you used to slot them in the case.
Yeah,
no, I've got one that just goes in the USB.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Because I remember when I had I was putting I remember I bought one when I had to put I had to format a hard drive for Dad's laptop, and I'm like, oh my god, it doesn't have a freaking CD drive. How the hell am I meant to? And I was, I knew you could do something with a USB boot drive and all that, and
yep,
too hard. Back in those days, now I'd probably do it. Now I'd be like, oh yeah, I just need the USB. I've got a USB stick that I use. Like that's actually got the bootable media on it. So I'm just, and that's the thing with Windows 11. I just need to get a bootable Windows 11 USB going, and then just install on their 500 gig hard drive. But yeah, so yeah, guys, it will be physical copy. Well, look, if someone wins it on PlayStation 5 and you've got a digital copy and you need it in digital, naturally we'll accommodate that. So
yeah,
that's not going to be a drama. We'll flick you, we'll send you a code for a PlayStation store, and yeah, you know what? I don't know. We could just send them a code for the PlayStation store for a certain amount, couldn't we?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can. Yeah. Or buy.
No, we can gift the game. We can gift the game to them, can't we?
I think we can. Yes.
I'm pretty sure we can. So
yeah,
we'll figure it out, guys. We promise. We'll figure it out. Like we'll accommodate people. It's not that hard. But we've committed to it. We'll do it. You can win it. So get on there, retweet. Hey, feel free to join the Facebook pages, the YouTubes, the Twitters, the Twitch. My Twitch is broken at the moment, so apologies. At the moment, it's not streaming on Twitch; it's only on YouTube. and Facebook, but I'll fix that.
Maybe it's a sign. Maybe it's a sign.
Yeah, it's maybe Twitch going, screw you, we don't want you on here, peasant. You know.
Hashtag ditch the Twitch.
Yeah. Hashtag ditch the Twitch from the. It would be more like hashtag ditch the flippin' spuds. But yeah.
Ditch the Twitch. Switch to. Oh, there's nothing else, is there?
No, well, that's the thing. I think YouTube and Facebook are doing what Mixer couldn't.
Or is it ditch the bitch, switch Twitch? Oh, man. No. Too many itches.
Too many itches.
Can't be good for you, can it? Now you have to get a cream for it.
Yeah, beat me to it. That's exactly it. There's creams for that, you know. You beat me to it, mate. Well done. But that's about it from me, mate.
That's about it from me too.
Yes.
Feeling the pinch tonight. It's been feeling a bit tired, I think.
Yeah.
Been the first full week back at work. Yeah.
Yeah, no, if it's the first full week back, mate, it's always going to be a bit hard, especially with what you do. It's fairly physical, so it's going to be.
It is. Yep.
You know, it's not going to be simple, is it? You know.
No.
But anyway, I'm done, brother.
I'm done too. Thanks everyone for dropping by, and make sure to catch the Stingray Dog Collective tomorrow night on High PCA Facebook channel. We'll be there.
I'll be there with bells on, mate.
Yep.
All right, everyone. Peace out.
Bye.